Real spit, you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown men talking. Cause real spit, you don't find that often. Every discussion from experience. And hopefully within it delivers some deliverance. It's all facts and opinionated. From the West where that real spit originated. Brothers truly trying to save a soul. Provoke thought so we can really designate a goal. We on that grown man scribble. The ball in our court with command on the dribble. This is something that'll help the show. Cause it's something that'll help us grow. We see exactly what the people need. Now welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Welcome to the show, Spitt'n Pollaseedz. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Learn to listen when it's grown man talking. Cause real spit you don't find that often. Spitt'n Pollaseedz.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Is my microphone on?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? Hello.
Is this thing on?
Ladies and gentlemen, can we turn my headphones up? Can we make sure the microphone is on?
Yours is on? Mine is not on.
Mine's not on either.
You know,
Nobody's is on. I can't hear you. I hear nobody.
I can't hear. No,
Kevin, test your mic. Maybe your mic is taking over the job.
Turn me up in the headphones.
I had told him to do that.
Because
I'm the only one talking tonight.
Oh, that was smart.
Oh, there we go. Oh, something was up. The wire was.
Can you hear us?
Jingling.
The wires were jingling, baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Something was frayed. The wires were frayed. That's a new word for y'all.
Well put.
Oh man.
Okay, let's go into the topic and how everybody's week was.
What's up, folks? Y'all know what time it is. It's Spitt'n Pollaseedz Wednesday. Forgive us for the tardiness. But yeah, just like Trev said, Kevin. Yeah, I know we gotta do better. Hey, but it's a black show, so it gotta be expected sometime. I know how we do. No, it don't. But you know how we are.
We practice black excellence.
Yeah, we try
here.
Black excellence.
Every now and then we will be on color
black
people time.
Excellence.
But we
appreciate, man, those of you that are still chiming in and wanting to listen to us.
Definitely. We
are patient.
It wouldn't be us if it wasn't for you. That's for sure.
Period.
And the title of the show is She Fancy, huh?
Okay. That's the title. So the subject would be, well, in reference to what, Big Cap?
Well, we got a video.
Wait.
And we gonna tap in, but I'm just answering this question.
All right.
So y'all would definitely know shortly.
Yeah.
On exactly what she fancy, huh, means. The definition. So Canoe, how your week, brother, so far?
Man, you can see these pants, right?
Yeah.
I you know, the black and white thing is kind of like I like that because checkerboard. You may say checkerboard, but I'm playing chess out here, y'all. I'm playing chess, and I making some moves that I got to capture the other side in 4 moves. That's what I'm on right now.
Okay, 4 moves.
Wow,
4 moves.
Wow,
man.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
Yeah, I've been known to dibble and dabble in the game because
I would like to be better at it.
It helps with the
life,
you know, the cognitive thinking skills. Yeah, it helps you plan. And I think I was telling you guys about a movie called Fresh, and it was based. You got to watch that movie. If y'all haven't seen that movie, it's a dope movie, and it's based on the premise of chess, playing chess, and taking life and making chess moves.
Sound familiar?
Yeah,
I may have seen it, but I definitely.
Lawrence Fishburne was in it.
That's what. Yeah.
Can you tell us about it?
Yeah.
No, but I think I seen it. Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. And staying mindful and vigilant in prayer.
Definitely.
I'm mindful in meditation and prayer, man.
Good combination.
That's very good.
That's all I can do. I gotta get the rest of God. I can't do.
You know, we limited.
Can't do nothing else. I did all I could do.
Yeah, we limited, and I mean, we.
What about your?
My week, man. It's been a week. It's been a week, bro. But I'm here. Yeah. So that right there, I'm good. I'm good with that. What about you, Trev?
I'm on cloud 9 in a lot of ways, spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially.
Oh, do tell, mon frere.
I am
Some nuggets.
I've been I feel like I've been recalibrated this week.
Mm.
I feel refreshed, refocused.
Good.
So I want to continue to ride that wave of
Nice.
peace and balance, inner
Nice.
peace and balance.
I think you're still
Euphoric.
You have this engagement bliss still about you.
That could be.
It
You might be right.
It could be. When you find that right one, she can add some peace. What you say you have.
And that was one of the topics.
Peace
and if you guys have listened to previous shows, that was one thing that we all collectively were looking for and wanted. And I think a man needed was peace.
Yeah.
Not gonna compromise it for no thing and no one.
And then we want to also shout out to Derek as well as Irvin and
EP.
Right.
Hey, with
EP here, he invisible today.
What
up, bro? He say his week is going good.
Right. He's right now he's and he might be finished, but he was on the Breakfast Club and promoting the album with Glasses Malone. So we want to congratulate you, Irv. And when you come back, we'll go ahead and continue and we'll get the topics going, the conversation going, and go from there.
Yeah.
So
we have rich friends.
I would say that Irvin is doing well this week. He's had a full week and he's been getting it in. So I don't want to speak for him, but from our perspective, that's how we see him.
Yeah. Well, at least we do see him like that.
Kanum, you want to go ahead and roll with initiating the today's dialogue?
Of course, we can jump right into this beast. Unless Kevin,
go right ahead, brothers.
So She's Fancy, came from a video that was shared to us by Kevin. And the video, well, should we just roll the video?
Roll it.
Let's start the video. And we'll see.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
No.
Yes.
No. Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, she was locking my door. I can't get it.
Oh, okay.
I would have went inside.
Okay. So
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. when I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
I don't know there
yet.
Okay. And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made
There's nothing
up.
wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well look at
look
at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him. No. What do you mean no?
Yes.
See, I specifically told
yes,
you
he
both
did.
yesterday
Stand up
and
for
this
yourself,
morning
bro.
that I'd come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs
I understand.
for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long.
Yeah, we can
a little late.
we can stop it
And
right
like I
there,
said,
bro.
I don't know.
I think our audience, they're intelligent, they smart, they get it.
And if you want to see the whole thing, you can't find it. It's on YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. But let's get right into it. The sense
Let's
of
take
it.
the call.
It gotta be Spencer.
Got to be.
Yeah.
What's up, Spence?
This is Spencer.
What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
baby? How you feeling, dog?
Hey, I've been good. I didn't call last week.
We know.
I wasn't
We missed you, bro.
I wasn't really relating to the topic very well last week.
Okay. We understand that.
But yeah, the video you just played, she fancy, huh? Spencer likes it. I mean, I thought it was a pretty cool video, but to be honest with you, about something they said in that video, like when the guy said, I have a high expectation when I first go out with a girl on a first date. I can agree with that.
Okay.
My expectations are though that a girl's polite and not a taker.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, Spence, you know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, Spencer, sound like you jogging tonight.
It makes sense.
Yeah. We agree. We agree, Spence. And
So-
that's
I've been with some mean girls and I regret it.
Period.
But
now,
now
would you
life lessons too, though, Spence?
Yeah.
Do you like Cheesecake Factory, Spencer?
I don't have a problem with it. I like
either.
BJ's a little better.
Okay, BJ's. Now, would you take a woman out
to BJ's on the first
Cheesecake Factory or BJ's? I think they're both kind of parallel. Well,
yeah, why not?
Really, but...
I mean, if that's where she wanted to go, then yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Hey,
Spence.
guys, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
We enjoy your phone calls. We look forward to it, Spencer.
Yeah. We was almost lost last week. We didn't hear from you, bro.
Yeah, hey, anyway, I'll be calling next week. Have a good night.
All right, you too, Spencer. Thank you. We need to give him a round of applause.
Yeah, Spencer's always
Spencer's the guy.
This is cool. I like it.
He's there for us.
He is the guy.
Period. I'm in his corner.
But
yes, sir.
I think at least for me, we wouldn't even got to that parking lot.
No, whole hour.
I wouldn't have waited an hour for her to come downstairs and be ready. I mean, I'm gonna give you some grace period.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna give you the grace period that reservations give you. You got a 15 or 20 minute grace period. After that, I'm not waiting 30 minutes. I'm out.
Man,
we got to reschedule this
hour
because you not respecting my time.
Exactly.
This is all about you. That this whole sense of entitlement that she displayed is, I think, is by far like some of the most asinine shit I've seen.
Period.
Yep.
Period. I would love for some women that are. I would love for some women that may have a different opinion or a different perspective. Please call in and give me your comment, because to me it doesn't make sense. To me, it's not logical. It might be a generational gap, but we would love to hear from you. Also call, like, and share so that somebody else can hear this bullshit, because I don't see how this could even make sense to a person that is even, I would say, 21, 22. The way we go about doing stuff, doing things, dating, getting to know somebody, it's all just in my opinion, it's
Jacked
all
up.
ass backwards. And I've been saying this for the longest. So my view and my stance on it is just probably unconventional or untraditional, but it's not the norm. And I go against the grain with my views and I stand on them because this is the exact reason why I function the way I function. Kevin, what's your perspective?
I'm in agreement with all of it. It's not just you. It ain't. It's just, what it's like. You give me a directive, and I'm just supposed to go forth with it. So she made it all about her. And damn shit, if you was I don't see what took you a whole hour.
Well, she further in the video, she was saying that she was late for work.
Well, I get the work part.
She came home late for work, but she could have communicated that
part
with
too.
Him,
and consider
and he could have made reservations.
Change the
exactly. Reservations.
So, and that's the thing, man. I'm I don't know. I'm with Trev on that shit, man. It go both ways. I'm involved as well, and then like he said, he has set everything up. For a better restaurant, the ambiance and everything. But for women to sit up here and think, I'm sorry,
they deserve it,
right? And it's that entitlement, man. Yeah. It's all I am not. I don't even. Sometimes I gotta catch myself because I didn't pray, or I didn't say thank you, Lord. So if I ain't on point 150 with him, you think I'm finna be 150 with you? And you ain't got a heaven or a hell to put me in. So and that's just my thing, man. It's like,
I think she was going out for just the dinner. She wasn't really going to.
But she said she was, because she liked him. Because he was the one that showed out of all the men in the bar,
confidence,
right?
A level of confidence.
So it really wasn't about his height or her height versus his or whatever.
She wanted, so she would prefer somebody taller.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't they all?
I think she said the confidence,
but
in my opinion, I think it was bullshit. I don't think she was necessarily the confidence.
Attracted.
She was just I think that it was another he's another nationality. He may have some more money. He can take me out to the restaurants that I want to go to. He gonna be patient with me. He gonna take my bullshit because a lot of black soldiers will not.
And
Kevin said earlier. Kevin said earlier, I would have went into the restaurant and had me something to eat. You said earlier that you would have not tolerated or what?
I would have left before she.
You'd have left before, right? So, but she saw someone that she could shit on, for lack of a better term.
Take advantage of.
I think she found somebody that she could take advantage of. Someone that seemed like a humble dude, but built up enough confidence to go ahead and at least talk to her or communicate with her. Now, the thing about that is a lot of women have a tendency to go through the same BS because a lot of dudes don't talk to them and give them that much attention. And usually those are the dudes that they want to deal with, but the one that's confident enough or arrogant enough or act like he's balling enough or want to spend a lot of money on her enough that look like he might be sucker enough, that's who she may choose if that's what her mentality is.
Well, it seems like he was driving a pretty nice car too, because he had sunroof from the back to the front. You know what I mean? So it seems like a pretty nice car that she was riding in. So his parents, I mean, they probably own a 7-Eleven or something. I don't know.
Wow, that was kind of
a
gunshot.
Whoa.
I mean,
where's the machine gun?
I mean, that's probably what she seen. She probably seen like 7-Eleven.
She could
I get a beat.
Owner, some type of establishment.
Yeah.
They own something.
Yeah.
I get it, and I agree with Trev, because I thought that when I first seen it. I'm like,
because you see the difference in her height. She seems enormous in comparison to him. She's 6 feet, and he's probably Trevor's height with heels. So. Is she really? She already said she wasn't really attracted to the dude. She just seen an account with some zeros.
She seen a dollar sign. Yeah.
She seen a dollar sign.
Okay, so when she said that because of his confidence, no, I think she saw a sucker. That's just, or at least a portion of it. A portion of it was okay, I can get him. I can play him. That's just how I.
But you
I
don't
view
think
it.
she's saying dollar signs too as well?
I think to a certain extent, like I
Yeah.
said, I think all that
All of
encompasses her
it, yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
That's just where I was with
And,
it.
and
Yeah.
she didn't
So-
know Habib was a writer.
Yeah, and I actually think he handled himself very well.
Oh yeah,
His
a consummate
emotional
gentleman.
intelligence was
all of that. Yeah.
the way he cut her off and told her, like, "Hey, I'm not dealing with this.
Mm.
Janelle,
I'm gonna drop you off."
Janelle's comment. You want to read that, P?
Well, then we
Yeah.
got a new one now.
Yeah,
Okay, up. Well, we got Belinda's comment, P.
she saw an opportunity, but ended up at the Cheesecake Factory.
So why would you say that, Belinda? Because when you say
I
ended
like
up at the
Cheesecake Factory.
I like Cheesecake Factory, and I think that is a fair date.
I like
It is.
Cheesecake Factory too, and I
I
have
think-
several items on the menu that I order when I'm there.
Okay, so
Their
I think-
avocado egg rolls
I
are
think-
Oh man,
to die for.
come on! The
so
shrimp
I'm rocking with Cheesecake Factory on the first opportunity we get to hang out. But you guys already know where I stand in terms of dating. Belinda had another
Well, no,
comment.
No,
what I
that's the
think
same
it
one.
is, it's the same thing. But I think, like she said in the beginning, she seen an opportunity, but because of her thinking and who she, with your tardiness and all of that, not calling your in consideration, then he wasn't finna go with it. Just like she asked him, "Well, call him." He said no.
He waited a whole hour.
Exactly.
This gentleman
That was-
waited a whole hour.
That's
So
beyond
is,
grace,
and
period.
I'll stand on this. There's a fine. I think me personally, my mentality is that every man must be and has to be a confident, stern gentleman.
Yes.
You must be a stern gentleman because there's a fine line between being viewed as a gentleman and a jackass.
Yes.
So here I am as a gentleman. I stayed here and for an hour
Yeah.
on you waiting.
Yeah.
So you obviously don't have one, a respect or regards for time, even if it's yours. For two, damn sure, even if it's not mine. Three, it's not even considerate. Four, I have been outside waiting for an hour to be in at least sit down outside of my car
Mhm.
and have a glass of water. You can offer me that. So maybe you raggedy. You didn't want me to come
Yeah.
into this is just my perspective. I'm not
Yeah.
saying, but you want to play it safe? Okay. I'm outside. I'm not doing anything but sitting.
Good thing they was in a decent neighborhood.
She was foul. I don't know if she was in a decent
well, I mean,
neighborhood,
I'm
but
saying
I think
because
she was
he
completely wrong.
He was able
I'm
to pick her up. And all that.
Okay, now here go another aspect of it. You mean we sat in this house for an hour and you came out with this bullshit
Right.
on?
That's what I'm. That's
Yeah, but
my
she
You not
thought she
hella
was
fly.
fly.
thought she was the
You
shit.
know,
thought she
so
was fly.
it
She
took
was-
you an hour to
she
get to
stinks.
mediocrity.
Man,
I'm
She
not
thought
getting
she was fly.
you.
It
It took
should-
you a whole hour to get
that's why.
cheesecake prepped.
That's why I said.
I mean, her outfit was just nice. It didn't look
Just
like she
okay.
floated.
It was basic.
It was okay. She
It was-
wanted
it
her.
was- it was-
She wanted
it
her
was-
girls to show. So
Right,
she
right.
kept playing with that freaking braids in her hair. That whole
Nah, she's
and
shallow.
and the audacity to share your video with friends. She talking with her friends on.
Yeah, she went
Hey,
live.
what
She
the fuck
go
are you
live.
doing? We in the car could be having a decent conversation. You over here talking to your friends on the
Putting
phone.
him on
No
blast.
regards to our time
All right.
that we
To-
get to know each
No
other or
regards to him
share.
again.
Then
So
you-
now you
then
back
you
to
are-
your phone. I mean, that right there.
And then you
Nah.
lock my door.
We got in my car. Lavelle
my
has a comment. You want to read that one, you guys?
Do you gentlemen feel that a man should empty their pockets on a first date?
That was going to be one of my questions on here.
Nah.
My question would have been, what do you think is a
Yeah,
fair amount to spend on a first date?
I would
And
say
you guys already know where I stand with mine.
I would say $100.
Kevin?
I was in the ballpark
Yeah.
because the thing is, she made the statement, I get courted. We don't even know each other.
And you single. You got courted and you single. That means that they stopped courting your ass for a reason.
Not only that, we
And-
haven't even reached that
That
level.
phase yet. We're on our first date.
First date.
We have to understand dating and courting is two
Man.
different things. They say courting is with the intention of being married. That means I kind of know you
Right,
already.
right.
So we got to see if we don't really have a future together.
Right.
And we already know Trevor's definition and the world's definition for dating is collecting data.
Right.
Right. So we're really just dating. we're just really feeling it. This is our first date.
First.
And I'm not. And
why should we be going to some
5-star
restaurant?
But my thing is this: you little thirsty broad. If your ass is gonna go out and you want to go have all
I know
the
what you
bells
meant to say. I'm glad you said broad.
So we go to a fine restaurant. I don't want to sound like a jackass, but we go to a fine restaurant. You want more plate than food?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the ambiance.
So you want more ice than drink?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for that. So for me, it's like, okay, all this elegance frou-frou stuff is something that you want, but really you gonna go home and you're hungry.
No, she really wanted
on that.
She really wanted to sound like, it seems like she's getting validated by social media or friends.
Her friends.
So she wanna post a picture of the well-decorated plate with the little food on it. And you know how people post Mastros, they in front of the sign. She wants that.
What
she wants that
one up there in Malibu.
And people are having cyber relationships, and that's not cool. And do you guys recall how much that I would spend on the first go out? And I don't call it a date.
You said $20.
It was $54. No, $20 is a dub date. I spend $54.83. Period. That's it. And if you want to call and have a question or a comment and find out how I do it, I wish you would. If you got the courage to do it, go ahead. But that's where I'm at with it. $54.83.
And like you said, if we're involved with each other, cool. We can do that from time to time.
Do what?
Like go and
expensive dinners? Period.
That's fine.
That's after we reach a point.
But that's what I'm saying. We already involved.
Period.
But not on no first date.
No, not on no first date.
I like restaurants where I can take some food home. Just
on the first go out. On the first go out, we are not
hungry. I want
going home hungry.
I need to nibble when I get to the house and watch a movie and finish off my. So that little,
but
call it what you want it. I'm not into all the
let's kind of move on to the next little question, because we could be. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was researching. It said first dates can be both exciting and nerve-wracking. So I'm sure he was a little nervous. He got this Nubian queen and he was going to take her out, and she seemed to be unmoved by him. You know what I mean? It says choose a comfortable venue, select a location, and it says be punctual. She did not do that. Dress appropriately. I didn't do that. That was suspect. It talk about be yourself, engage in active listening. If she didn't do any of these things because she stayed on her phone, she was talking to her friends, telling them, "Hey, he got me at Cheesecake Factory, girl." So fucking what?
He got you on your phone.
Hey, Keith, can you put up that list? That
right there is
with the restaurants that
you guys know why I feel
women
that way.
Say they don't or they won't.
That's a very stupid.
Eat at.
You guys know where I stand with that. Period. The list that they have: Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle. Some of that shit is just. It depends on perspective. Depends on perspective.
It depends on which you like.
And this is where you can't go on a first date, right?
Church, Starbucks, coffee date, ice cream, family function.
Says,
family function for sure not.
If a lady offers
wherever it requires a long drive,
pay part of the bill on the first date, would you allow her to?
Go Dutch. Yes.
Yeah, of course I would.
That's fine.
Yes.
It's not about the money. I probably would pay for it, but if she made the gesture, that would mean a lot.
Mean a whole lot.
It would just mean something that you also want to be a team player, right?
I still would pay for it, right?
I'm gonna.
Right. I give you that, hands down.
But to say our first date should be a 5-star, I did it once, but because I wanted to go there.
Right.
I give you that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I wanted to experience that.
Right.
So I offered her to come along with me to this experience.
So again, now back to the next question. So who should set and who's supposed to set the standard if two people are going out?
Well,
we have a comment we have a comment. You want to read that?
He did.
I already did.
But yeah, that's fine. I would,
think the man
but I think I would still.
The man is supposed to, aren't we?
Supposed to plan the day.
And I'm not going to ask her what she want. I mean, not like that. I'm just not.
I would take in consideration, like I probably have had enough conversations with her to find out she doesn't eat certain things. Like if she's a vegetarian, I'm probably going to pick something that's vegetarian friendly.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So we don't have to be you be uncomfortable, and everything.
But the thing that gets me is, again, my standard is probably more unique and more different. And everybody else, I'm gonna say everybody else's, but you know, I don't think this hanging out and this going out and getting to know someone, because that's where my perspective is. I just want to get to know you. I don't want to date you. I think you're gorgeous. I don't like your ass yet. It's just how I am. You know what I mean?
And that's
so my perspective. But so now my thing is, are men being tricks or treats?
Well, actually,
are we being tricks or treats? Because if a woman knows that she can use you, or this is what you're here for, or believe that's what you're supposed to do, I mean, damn, you're being a sucker, aren't we? If you're supposed to be leading, you got a comment, right?
Go ahead and read the comment, and then Canoe, talk about what we was in the car on our way up here.
About another Mr. Graham. It all depends on what the goal is. Dating to be just friends,
or dating to hit. Some people are. A lot of people are just here on a date just so that they can get physical.
About
just to get physical.
Old
Thank
girl
you, Michelle.
That's teaching.
Oh yeah. Her name is Shira7 on TikTok. Is Sprinkle. So she's teaching women 25 and older to basically to date older men and finesse them, date older men of means, and fleece them for their resources. And she's teaching this into a way that she wrote a book called I Am the Table. You know, so she's teaching women to go ahead and utilize them. She calls them men with regular jobs and everything, dusty men. So the men of means, she's teaching the younger women to go after them and offer nothing in return.
And I think
their beauty and them sitting there is enough.
And I believe she said that she was the table, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, girl, that was in the video.
She can kiss my ass twice.
So
because how are we going to be a mature man, a man that has acquired much, a man that I would say is learned or educated? Then you don't stand a chance, little girl, with me. You can't hold a candle to me at my level, and I have significantly more to lose if I have not already lost half before. So now here comes this young girl or this young female with a childish mentality. How can you manipulate me unless I want to be manipulated? And then you also have a lot of men out here that don't have big discipline. If you're going to apply that strategy to a man that doesn't have that kind of a discipline, then by all means, go ahead. If he wants to be a sucker, if he wants to be a trick, if he chooses to do so, and you can manipulate him into that, then fine. But also on the backlash to that is, if that man gets hot and upset with you, you know, they say hell has no fury like a woman scorned, but it's a lot of niggas in jail.
Yeah, over a woman.
Just know that.
Yeah.
All right, Belinda has a comment.
You want to read it?
Trav can read
it. She wants to be deemed in classy.
She wants to
dine in a classy restaurant, but exhibits behavior of a classless woman. Going live, recording, or taping it to embarrass him was very tacky.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
It was distasteful. It wasn't mature. It wasn't something that you would do with someone that you are interested in. It takes the attention away from him and all on you. So he's more of an escort at this point.
Yeah.
So I think it was completely classless.
Yeah.
Now that young man should have.
Yeah.
The way he handled himself,
was
I
thought that was stellar.
It was stellar. It was the way he handled himself.
A lot of people probably said I would have made her get out and called her, pay for her an Uber, but he actually took her back home. I don't know how far that ride was or how long it was, but at the end she began to change her tune.
Yes,
a little
she did. She said,
because
okay, let's go
he
to the
set
one
a
you
boundary, and that's what we need to glean from that. He set a boundary. No, I'm not going to accept this.
Right.
And she said, "Oh well." Then she want to compromise,
right? Because she seen that he wasn't no sucker.
Yeah, he not finna play.
And like he said further in the video, and told y'all, to go watch it. He said this. I love Cheesecake Factory. This is where my family come from. We celebrated birthdays.
Yeah. I brought you into something that's virtually almost sacred to me.
And that's the thing too. It's like, so the hell with what I feel and what I like. And that's how I would take that. So that I would never be with a woman like that.
And that wouldn't go on a second date.
My it's like I don't count. I'm just here to serve you.
And that's not where we should supposed to be in society.
We should be serving one another.
Right.
Feeling each other.
I'm good. Well, some of the things that she said was just extremely insulting.
Get your tall ass out my car.
I'm gorgeous.
Man.
Look at me. All that shit. I'm like, really? And you're single, right?
Yeah.
So if you were really all that within, you know what? Maybe someone would have snatched you up a long time ago. But you say you get courted. Okay, that means a lot of guys are coming by and nah. It's the inner person. I think that makes a person beautiful.
Yeah.
The outer person is just, they're pretty or sexy.
Yeah.
Right.
So your shell, pretty or sexy. Your inner person, that's where your inner beauty would be.
Yeah.
And then what's going on within? The truth of the matter is, even biblically, your mouth will snitch on your heart. Who you are within, your mouth will snitch on your heart. That's how you feel, especially when a person is mad.
Yeah.
If she was upset, whatever, she expressed all of her ignorance. Whatever was going on within, she wasn't happy within.
And she let the world see it. That's the thing.
Oh wow.
Harsha Reed. I remember I asked the coworker if she wanted to go to lunch once. She told me she was only goes to Ruth Chris. Sometimes wondering if she'd ever go to Ruth Chris.
Wow. She probably know Ruth and she know Chris. But have she been to Ruth Chris? Probably not.
Yeah. And I think you can't expect somebody to take you somewhere you've never been by yourself.
Man.
You know what I mean? Or you can't take yourself to. Have you ever really went to Ruth Chris? I've been to Ruth Chris in happy hour by myself. It's the happy hour time. We go to Ruth Chris. It's not that expensive at a happy hour, but she wants the whole ambiance experience. And I understand that. A woman does deserve that. But you deserve that further along in our relationship.
Not first date.
When
you might deserve it later on because we might only go so far.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if we don't get that far, then you're not going there.
No,
right.
It doesn't matter.
So if you give a woman Ruth Chris at the beginning or on hello of the,
where do you take it from there?
Right.
Man, you might as well go ahead and give your kid that's in the 9th grade his first car is a Benz.
Everything
big body.
Everything got to be on that level or higher.
If that's the way you come in, that's the way you got to go out.
And that's what I'm saying. You can't go to Cheesecake Factory. That's the start. Let me see. Let's conversate. Let me see where
you know where I start at.
Right.
I got a good starting point.
Go ahead.
Coffee house.
That's a nice spot.
But I do like different coffee places. Like it's a black owned one, and I'm gonna give them a plug. It's Mingo Tea Bar, and it's right on Crenshaw near Manchester. And I often go there to have some tea. When I first meet a young lady, I go there and have some tea.
Yeah.
We talking over tea. I spent maybe $20.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's just smart. That's a dub date. That's a dub date.
And we get to have a conversation. If we're in a loud music playing restaurant, we can't have a conversation.
Right.
How can we get to know one another?
Exactly. So that's why I don't understand why all these restaurants and places are on the list. It's like two things I never do if I were to date or on a hello or on a hangout. I'm not going to the movies because I really do like popcorn. I want you to sneak this burrito in your purse or half this bottle. Oh, but you don't want to put it in your Fendi purse. Sorry, boo-boo. Wrong situation right now. You should have brought the backpack. Right. So are we going to put half this Johnny Pastrami in the purse or no?
And then, go ahead. But how can you talk to somebody in a movie? You watching a movie.
Exactly. Right? We can't have a conversation. And every once in a while, I'm going to tell you, all the popcorn don't make it. I might pick that up on my sweater, my shirt. Like, hold up, that was a popcornopolis.
And you being judged right there.
And then at dinner, hold on. There's a certain dinner etiquette wherever or if the man says, and I'm y'all fellas, if y'all listening to this, if the man says, I will order first, or order for you, or this is what I'm ordering, that means that anything under that, that's what you order. You order anything that's below his price point. Then if the man says, okay, what would you like? Then now the world is your oyster.
I forgot what movie that was.
Yeah. Say that
was a movie?
Side of the
yeah,
menu.
that's the pussy side of the menu. You order over there. That's the pussy side of the menu.
Long as we know,
long as we understand.
Yeah.
You hop on that side.
Yeah, you know what's going down.
that shit that say market value.
Right.
It's a
okay. So okay.
What movie was that? I don't know what it was, but they said now this is the.
But there is an etiquette though. We need to know and practice it.
I think
so. For me, it's always a hang. We are on a go out, and I'm voluntarily putting myself into your friend zone. Put me in your friend zone, please.
But
$54.83.
Trevor, have you ever went out with someone, a young lady, and then she wanted to order something for her children that was at
what?
Not never.
For her children.
For her children. It could be one child.
I heard something like that.
She want to order something to go.
I heard something like that.
But she said that she was going to pay for that part, right? Or did she expect?
She expect, hey, is it all right if she might ask, but just a mere ask.
I would buy it. And that's how much it would cost for me to know not to go out with her again.
Wow.
Because no child left behind.
What child left behind?
This kid hungry? You know he coming home at around 11:30, 12. The baby's still up?
Hey, but look, that's why I said I like going to a restaurant where you don't finish your meal there. It's enough to take home. The child gets to eat too.
Okay.
My thing,
your kid about to eat your leftovers.
When and when it was time because she flew out here for
who?
Really?
Oh, I just
wow.
He said she flew out here. We want to, everybody want to know who.
Everybody know by now, and if they
I don't know if everybody know, bro.
They should know.
Keep going.
And it was to deal with the work, so we was pressed for time. But I met her. We went to Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
Conversated, got a chance to get a little conversation in. Knew she was pressed for time. Then, you just see where, okay, are we vibing? Get a little bit of who I am, because even though we knew each other, we never been in that setting with each other. So we picked up where each of us was and decide to pursue that. And then the 5-star restaurant and all of that came later.
If you decorate the tree too much, it's gonna be a shitty Christmas. Because if you coming into the whole game where this is what I am, this is what I do, this is what I have, this is where I'm, it's like, hold on. If she's a wifely spirit, she's gonna be like, okay, yeah, but that don't have nothing to do with me. But if she's a gold digger, then she's gonna go ahead, get as much of it as she can. Then you're gonna be mad at her, either call her a gold digger or a bitch or a gold digging bitch. But you're wrong because you proved and showed and displayed that you are a trick, that you are a John. So now, if you portraying that
you're a John.
I got money, I'm bowling. Okay, then do understand you're putting yourself in the view of someone that you're marketing yourself to someone that is a user.
And two, with the thing you were saying about girls teaching them. I mean, you can go Starbucks, maybe grab you something to eat. I've had younger women to approach me, and ask, are you a trick? Like, am I a trick? No, I ain't no trick. But it's true what they're doing. They are approaching older men, to see.
Yeah. Just being blatant.
Yeah.
Some from what I hear, the younger generation said, if you want to have a conversation, how you go to the bar, buy a woman a drink. I've never done that. I don't understand it and I don't get it, but it's okay.
Not unless I know you.
Some people, right. So some people say that these younger women are like before you have a conversation with me, what's your Cash App?
I'll be like, well, shit, you gonna send me some money?
So that right there kind of like, like, wow, really? Your Cash App?
Man.
Come on, man. And isn't the conversation free? So, for me, I never understood the buy the drink thing, but someone recently told me that it was so that you can, that's your way in for a conversation.
Break the ice.
But my thing is like,
a lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that when you go out to a club. But my thing is, I don't need to meet you at a club. Let's say you go to IKEA, right? You can look at this couch right here and be like, there's no way this is going to sit in the upstairs bathroom. She going to probably laugh. He'd be like, listen, I just want to get to know you. I want to break the ice, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if a woman is interested in you, find you intriguing or interesting, then she'll be willing to have a conversation with you without you having to pay for something to get to her in a roundabout fashion.
So what standards should a woman accept for a first date?
I think you should build up to a first date. That's just my
get to know the person.
I think you should build up to a first date. You should have activities, i.e., $54.83. If you play 3 games of air hockey, 3 games of foosball, 3 games of that basketball thing, right?
Still a date.
It's okay. Look, you can call it what you want to, but I'm in your friend zone, and we're not interested in each other yet, and we are going to collect data. So to a certain extent, you're right.
Mm-hmm. If she is not that kind of girl that like to play games,
right? Well,
you know what I mean. Maybe she's an
just like with their situation. He approached her. They had a bar, so he approached her. So I get what you're saying. From that point, if we vibing, hey, do you shoot pool? Come on, let's go over here and grab a table. That. Oh, you want to refill? Okay, those type of situations and things. I got it. Don't worry about it. Because now, we trying to see where we are. But if we conversating, because maybe other men was afraid or intimidated to approach you, I'll buy you a drink and say, well, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's go out. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But sometimes, like you say, always say about the oyster in the world. The world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster.
So,
yeah.
I had I agree with you on the fun dates though, because they can be. It let a person's guard down. It
tells you a lot.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have to be uptight.
Right.
Is she holding her fork right? That table etiquette. But if you're out there
being critical,
shooting some pool and just having fun, you could bet on the games. I've done that.
Well, yeah, and the 2 out of 3. Right. Whoever lose, you got to pop lock, and every time you hit, you got to say you know what I mean? And if she's not willing to laugh at herself, she's gonna be upset if I laugh at her. So if you brought a wall to this outing, I didn't bring a shovel. I don't have time to tear your wall down. I'm cool. Next comment. A Johnny sandwich and popcorn. Yes. Man. And popcorn. Sis should be full. LOL. Man. Full. She should be full.
And that's the thing.
I'm with that. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Somebody that has a person.
Johnny Pastrami
has a personality that gets that, to where she can laugh. Because to me, that's a woman is real sexy when a woman laughs. When she and I mean people laugh, got some crazy laugh, but if she's openly and I mean she cracking up, that right. It's sexy to me.
That is sexy.
That is sexy.
That is sexy. To me. I like really genuinely laugh.
Not no.
And also one that can make you laugh.
Right.
Then you'd be like,
man. Definitely. So I don't get those type of women. I mean,
and the importance of going out with a woman is really. The importance for both parties should be not really the name in front of the freaking restaurant. It's just how well we could get to know one another in this course of this time, And
that's the objective.
Yeah. And then you can tell, maybe it wasn't no love connection.
Yeah.
But we can hang out from time to time.
We can be good friends. We could be friends.
So
And you don't want I don't want that to be a $300 lesson.
Man.
$54.83.
Yes. I think, if you need Ruth Chris or some high rise, I forget the name of the restaurant in Santa Monica where you see the sunset, but those kind of places, I like
Castaways,
those kind of places.
Gladstones.
Hey, what was the one that we used to go to with the rotating
downtown at the Bonaventure?
Was it no?
Downtown they do have a restaurant
but it was one in Hollywood though, wasn't it?
Well, I don't
it
remember
was
that
a long time ago.
I remember the downtown one.
Yeah, maybe that's where it was.
I've ate there and I'm like, man, what the?
But just saying.
I could have swore I seen.
Yeah, because you got to see the city.
Yeah,
But
I think that there should be I think certain people have too huge of expectations on going out. I think I don't know what it is. Like, if your expectation is the first date we have to go to some 5-star restaurant.
Right.
That's not gonna paying that amount of money doesn't make me know you better.
Mm-hmm.
Me really sitting down and talking to you is gonna allow me to know you better. That shit, we can have a date in the park if the weather is right.
Man, let me fix some, put something together, and
this is why maybe some of these things are not. I had a lost a bet. I don't know what we were betting for, but I lost a bet, and I said, "So what do you want?" I'm playing around. She said, "A picnic in the park." And I was like, "Oh, cool, dope."
Man,
I
that
me.
Go a long
I got
way.
the wicker basket
Yeah.
with the plates and everything. Put some cheese and fruit and some wine in there, and she was like, "Oh, that's the best time of it."
And the thing is, even if you didn't have the wicker basket, I would have went and purchased a wicker basket because that go a long way.
And she said she never experienced that. So but everybody has been the freaking Chris or Mastro's or whatnot. Hunt's Hotel is where the restaurant is, but it's another great restaurant called Shutters. Called Un Pico, right off the water on Pico. First, that's why it's called Un Pico. But I've been to these places because I want to experience it myself.
Right.
I want to experience the sunset too.
Right.
You just happen to be the person I want to take to experience the sunset with me. Let me make that choice, not you making that demand. I think that's when it becomes crazy for me. If it's a demand that you need a 5-star restaurant.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I think it's one of the things that Monica did to help reel me in. I must have told her one time. I said, "Hey, okay, look, the world is your oyster." Really? I said, "The world is your oyster." She said, "The taco truck on La Cienega." I was like, "What?" Girl, look here. Keep bullshit.
Yeah, don't play with me. That's like because
that's what she wanted. Right. She's like, "Okay, if the world is my oyster,
man, come on."
It doesn't mean that it has to be expensive, but Trev, we ain't been to that taco truck in a cool minute. And last time we went, it was with Rock, Urban's nephew.
Yeah,
we went there, man, and we just left the little spot in Santa Monica. We had a ball. We went, and that was it. But as you were saying,
I was just getting that. It was like going to the beach.
Yeah,
but having, like you said, the basket, throw the blanket out on top of the hood, set the food on there, sit there, watch the water, the sunset.
Yeah,
the trunk,
stuff like
the trunk. It has to be the trunk. The trunk is better. It has a little bit more support. I'm with you on that. No, really, because you don't want your hook to be.
Depends on your car.
Yeah,
you're right. The car.
I used to have a Grand Wagoneer. You can lay that back tail, and
me too. I really want another one. That
was fun.
Oh yeah, a Grand Wagoneer. I never did it, but it was. I really liked
that. Was fun. I kept a blanket in there.
Man.
Great occasion. So occasions like that, you want to sit out,
Yeah, we sure.
I was
not just blankets.
Well, you see, you guys are going there. I'm more of a sapiosexual kind of guy.
You have to define that.
Sapiosexual is one that loves intellect. So if we lay out a blanket and you reading to me would turn me freaking on. If the woman just grabbed a book, oh, what you reading? Oh, let me read
to you. This sounds like a bedtime story. Nigga, let's get to the
take it back to your teachers.
I'm just saying that
in a circle.
I
ain't mad at you, bro. You know,
I love intellect.
Yeah, I think one time, I took a young lady and had the blanket, but I used that blanket with somebody else's.
Well, I like intellect too.
So that killed that date.
I like intellect starting in 8th grade. Yeah, we was in the library. That's why I broke my virginity.
You stupid. You are stupid.
No, let's go into the real show.
But there is a difference between. I just want to say one thing. There is a difference between courting and dating,
right?
And what we feel about courting. talking to all the women, what we feel about courting and dating. There is a difference.
There is a difference. There definitely.
That was almost a real spitter. You could have kept going on.
No. I'm just wanted to.
There is.
It was good though.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice show. A lot of women need to know that. It was a good show. I think it was a good show.
I think so.
Okay. To the real spit portion of the show. Why are we dating? Are we dating with purpose? Are we dating for just a temporary satisfaction kind of a situation? Why are we dating? Why do you want to date? Why do you want to date with who you're with or hanging out or who you met? Do you like that person already? Those are some serious questions that we need to ask ourselves. And then before we start going on dates, let's find out where that other person's perspective is. Let's find out who we're dealing with, the type of people that we're dealing with. It wouldn't make sense to just keep wasting your money, because your time, money, and your energy should be in an investment. Why not invest it in someone that would help enrich your life? Just kind of makes sense to me. So one of the things that also was it kind of got me was, why are we limiting ourselves to just a restaurant or a movie and we call that a first date? I think, gradually, based upon the worth of the friendship, and if it wants to grow, the price tag should or ought to grow, or at least have that option, versus starting off with a very expensive ticket. I don't necessarily pay for the meal. I'd rather pay for the time that enlightened or enhanced or was edifying. And we living in LA, man. There's so many things that we can do other than that. So whether it be go to the pier, you got a pier in Santa Monica, you got a pier in Long Beach, you can go to Venice Beach, you can go to City Walk. There's so many things that you can do to enjoy the time and the company without spending an arm and a leg. Last thing I wanted to say was, I don't know how much you make per hour, but if you spend, let's just say $100 or $200 on a date, and you make $25 an hour. I'm just primarily probably for the young people. If you make $25 an hour and you just spent $150 or $200 on one date for someone to find out this person doesn't necessarily like you or you don't like them, how much of your time did you just give that person that took you for granted? Till next week, we pray to see you again. You guys have an awesome week. Please like and share so that someone else can hear. Subscribe to our page, and we'll see you again next week. We look forward to you on Spitt'n Pollaseedz Wednesday.
Next
God
week,
bless Irvin and Derek, and thank you for all that called in.
Build a bear next week. Tune in. Enjoy the rest of y'all week and weekend.
How you guys feel about that?